Brendan.
And we are performance trainers with MPower6. Today we'll be going over our assessment process with our football athletes. We have 4 football athletes, so we have a 4-phase process when it comes to assessing and testing our athletes. Today we'll be going through phase 3. So it's the testing process of power, flexibility, and we'll be getting our accrue measurements. So the accrue is going to measure body fat percentage and posterior alignment. Next we'll be going over to our flexibility. Flexibility will be on the ground over here measuring the flexibility in our hamstrings as well as the flexibility in our lower lumbar. Next we'll be going into our more dynamic power assessments. So we'll be measuring verticality with our vertical testing machine. Then we'll be measuring our linear power with our broad jump. And then after that we'll be going into core power in a supine lying position, throwing the med ball, measuring core explosive power. And then after that we'll be going into our change of direction and lateral speed. So today we've chosen, because we have football players, we're using the Pro Agility and the 5-10-5, which is specific to football. So when we go to basketball, baseball, or anything like that, we'll be changing our sport-specific speed and agility and change of direction drills.
That for us, it's important that we maintain testing standards. It's important information that we can attain for our athletes to be able to have them better prepared, but also gives us as performance coaches a better idea of what they are progressing in and what we need to continue to work on in terms of quantitative and qualitative data. Yeah. For us, it's important, especially with a couple of our athletes, they're going to be going out to college soon. We want to make sure that they have those measurables and that data to be able to send off to their coaches, but also for themselves, so that way they can continuously and consistently evaluate in terms of how fast and how much more powerful they're getting throughout their training phases. So hopefully by the end of phase 3, which would be today, and then going into phase 4 with a couple of our athletes, we'll be able to see exactly how they measured from the first time that they did in the 5-10-5 and their power training throughout those tests, and then being able to replicate it again and seeing how much they've progressed throughout that time. And then from there, they're able to see exactly how much stronger and how much more powerful they've developed to be able to get them prepared for competition time. And so for today, like Marie said, a lot of high energy. We got a lot of athletes coming in. It's going to be a great time. Get out here and get some good results. Yeah.
And remember, so with MPower6 performance training, we believe if it can't be measured, it can't be changed. So we're always measuring, assessing and attesting each one of our athletes. So if you're looking to get an assessment or testing, make sure you hit us up on Instagram, or you can give us a call, 742-5461. I believe that's our number. If it's not, you can just write us on Facebook, Instagram, or check out our website and you can get more information off of there. So let's get it going.
Man made some good progress. Lost 1.6 inches all the way around, 3.1 in the legs. Gained some inches coming up in the torso and the arms. And so comparatively, look at how you changed. So from first to now, you definitely slimmed down on the waist a little bit, lower up a little bit, coming around top half of your chest and in your back. Leaned out tremendously. Posture is 10 times better. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, and he's tuned up as fuck. Whole different person. Boy's got good structure now. From the last time that you weighed in, I think you were sitting at what, 34.4 in body fat percentage, 30.7. And now we look at now. Boy's sitting at 231 at 30.2% body fat percentage, which for you still got to work on being able to dial down just a little bit, right? But your lean mass has gone up, which is the most important part. And so we consider that 234, 231, but body composition has changed. About 0.5, but his lean mass has gone up too as well, a good chunk. But so now we look at your posture. To look at through. So your hips have definitely gotten better. Yeah. So you look at a difference of 9.0 to a 10.3. Like, that's fantastic progress. On top of that, you look at the back. You can see how things have calmed down on that right side just a tad, and we've managed to be able to pull that shoulder back a little bit. Yeah. But the foot angle still kind of slightly off. So we'll continue to work on that, but it shows that we're actually taking steps in the right direction. Yeah, so we're gonna continue to work on that as we continue to go. But now we'll push more on the heavy lifting as we continue to work on the corrective training. And by the time that we rescan, you should be in perfect balance. Come right back. Yeah, good shit, man. What are we talking about? Flat, feet stay in contact with top of the flexibility tester. And now once I'm ready to go, one hand must be on top of the other. Yeah, and from here I'm taking a deep breath in through the nose and allowing that breath to help carry me through. I exhale through and then try to push that slide over the top as far as I can go. Make sense? One more time through. And I exhale through, reach, push, 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 push.
Rigid, go as far as you can without that lower lumbar coming off of the wall. Go as far, I don't want to see you try to push it out, all right? So go slowly, control, push as far as you can. That'll be your first trial.
Make sense? All right.
All right, guys, so what we're doing right now is taking each athlete through the flexibility test. So basically what we're doing is setting straight up against the wall, making sure our lumbar is connected to the wall, legs are straight out, and we're measuring flexibility within the hamstring and lower lumbar, which is significant when it comes to power output. So these guys are doing a pretty good job of doing that. We're getting 3 trials. So every time they'll go 1, 2, and then 3, and then after that we'll go over to our dynamic stretch before we get into more dynamic power movement. So this is a pretty simple process, pretty easy, pretty standard. You don't have to get too complex with it, and then we'll go into the next one. But flexibility is key. So mobility and flexibility is key when it comes to releasing power. So make sure you understand that. I'm seeing a lot of athletes who are not as flexible. Honestly, some of my older clients are actually more flexible than my younger athletes. I'm seeing that more and more nowadays, and I think that's because athletes are not working on mobility and flexibility as they're growing into their bodies. So we have to make sure that we're continuing to work on that, not just doing strength training, because strength training is actually going to make you less mobile, which strength training has its purpose, but flexibility, mobility, power, and things like that, and functional movement is important as well, especially when it comes to avoiding injuries over time. So we want to make sure that we're building that up. But we're going to measure that as far as flexibility goes. We also do range of motion testing, but we're not going to do that today. So this process is pretty simple. We're going to move on to the next part of it after this.
Same thing. We're going 2 at a time. Small drop into the hips, small break into the knees, let gravity punch me out. We're going 2-step drop, going into 4 pogos consecutively. On the pogos, I want you going up for height. I scoop the hands early, pop right back out, strong from my toes. Weight, down, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop right back down. Alternate, yeah, hitting foot coming down. If I come out right first, next time I go, I hit left. Yeah, let's make it happen. Here we go. So we perform in the max stationary jump. You're starting about foot behind. I'm starting up on my toes nice and tall. I'm focusing on trying to be loose as best as I can possible with my arms coming out in front of me and on top. Quick snap down, drop, and reach to the very top. I'm not slapping the veins on top of the foot measure. If I slap, I'm compromising my overall touch to really see how tall I can get or see how.
Bring your feet and your arms down. When we come down, we're here. Boom, explode up off of it, all right?
Exactly. To see how high I can truly touch, I just want to be able to just tap. Nice little love tap, but at the very top, all right?
Sheet.
There good. Try not to swat. It's all good.
Try not to swat, remember, just touch. But you need to jump to what way you're comfortable, all right? So if it doesn't feel comfortable, make sure you get a couple practice rounds. Boom, boom. Jump up out of that bitch. Make sure you get a hip hinge, make sure we load. One thing that I seen, you didn't load enough. You know what I mean? So when you came, there wasn't enough load in the muscles, compressing. We gotta compress to load and then coming back up. So we're here, here, jump up as high as we can. So force reaction from the ground, we gotta press into the ground in order to go up, right? If we don't, we're not gonna jump as high as we can. So swing, get up there. Good.
All right, beautiful. All right, same idea. So get a couple practice runs in. Yep. Get a good feel for it. Get a couple rocks.
Scoot back a little bit, scoot back a little bit. Good, just a little bit.
Feet wider. Yeah, get up, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
See what you got left. See what all you got left. Come on, 100%. 100%. Jump up there. Get it. Yeah.
Starting off with toes at the lip of the turf. Yeah, right about here. Oh no, we're going toes at the lip of the turf, or we're going heels at the lip of the turf?
Let's go heel.
Heels at the lip of the turf. So heels at the lip of the turf. From here, just like the max, just like the stationary max jump, right? I'm gonna be up on my toes, just like this. Yeah, I'm gonna snap down real quick and then try to get out as far as I can possible. Yeah, try not to go too high, right? Again, we're going for distance on this one. Yeah, and from there, I'm quickly snapping and punching through the hips, coming right back out again. Stay loose. Get a couple practice runs if I need to. One.
But understand, you see when he said stay on my toes, but he snapped down, back down to the heel and came back onto the toes, all right? You don't have to stay on your toes the entire time. You don't have to stay here. When you come and you're about to jump, practice round, jump, all right? So when we come back, we're here, jump forward. So we gotta pull ourselves forward with our arms, all right? Fight through, jump as far as we can.
All right, let's make it happen. Next one first.
Stick it, good. Brendan. 9 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, stick it.
Yeah, just like we trained for. Open those hips up, explode right back out like a spring.
There you go. Stand it back up.
Down.
9 foot 10 and a half. Yeah. Boom. Jump into it. Explode. Explode. Be aggressive. Good. Stay there, stay there. Further than that. Come on now. Let's launch up, load, and jump out of it. Each one of y'all more powerful than what y'all jumping right now. Fucking jump. Good. 9 foot 11 and 2/3. Feel it. Hands, get into them hips. Swing through when we get through. Get up. Just missed it. What's that?
That's 9 foot, 11 and 3/4 inch.
Good. Stick it, stick it. Turn your feet straight. Come on now. Make sure you load. Yeah. Yeah, that shit, boy.
My boy got it.
10 foot 1 and a half. Damn, okay. All right. Making me look good, Grant. So this is 6, this is 7 right here, so it'll be right here.
So
6 and 2/3.
10, 6, 2, 3.
No way.
10 foot, 7 and 1/3 inch.
Yeah, 10 foot 7 and 1/3. That's good shit, y'all.
Hey,
Good shit.
okay.
That's good shit. All y'all did a good job.
Let's go.
Everybody improved on that last one.
Core explosiveness, power. So there's technique to this. So if we come up too far, we're not gonna throw it with power. So we want our head at the line. Ball back. You can have a slight bend in your knees if you want it. We want to throw from this position. If we get up too far and then throw, we're not going to throw it as far as we can. So we got to watch where our launch point is. So we're here, laying flat, get ready, throw. Right back. So you see where I launched from, right? So it wasn't that far up. So you'll notice if I come up to this point, I can't do anything, right? So you got to use the momentum of the ball as soon as it comes up off the ground. Throw that bad boy. I'm not throwing it straight up, I'm throwing it straight out as far as I can, all right? And y'all better beat what I just threw because I wasn't even using my fucking power, so. You better beat that shit. If you don't beat that shit, hey, I win again.
10-3, 10 inches.
We'll give it that. 23-10. Yep. 23, 6.5. 23, 6.5. Shit.
What got up?
Damn, motherfucker. All right.
What was that the first time?
You get mad, nigga?
Brother added 3 feet on that bitch.
I don't know. 25, 3 inches and 1/3. You good? Yeah, boy.
What the fuck?
About time.
28, we'll say 28-4.
28 feet, 4 inches.
Boy. Huh? What I'm talking about? 5 feet. Calculated, boy.
I felt some type of way. Now he's gonna defend the title. Hey, get your head on the fucking lip of the turf.
What I need a cheat for?
Come on, Maurice. Yeah. 30 feet and 2/3 of an inch.
Yeah.
Some type of way he had to defend his title. Oh my God.
3-point stance, whatever way we're going. Starting out at the cone, make sure we're in the middle. Starting out here, whenever we say hit, turn, crossover run, crossover run, crossover run. Touch, get back out of it, sprint, touch, make sure we touch the line, finish through. If we do not touch the line, it does not count, all right? Touch the line. How are we turning? How's your turn? Jump into it. Make sure we got a Superman. If you're not used to the Superman, don't do it, but we don't want to go past the cone. So traditionally, what we teach is the Superman. So if we're jumping, touch, get out of it, because I'm catapulting off of that leg. Getting as low as I can to the ground.
The hands need to touch the ground.
You see I turn out of it?
Exactly.
Hit off the ground, come back forward. I'm not talking about planting on this leg, but hit from here, then plant on this leg. Because we got to plant into the ground to get all force production out of the ground going forward, all right? First person up. First one is a test trial, all right? So we'll go 50%.
Weight in the hand.
Wait on me. Go! Good. make sure we're not rounding. Make sure we're in a straight line. If we round, we take a second off. Point 1 off, point 2 off. Straight line, A to B. Let's go. This will be your first trial. All right, go ahead.
Hey, make sure most of my weight sits in my front hand though, yeah? So by the time that I pull that hand off, I shouldn't even be able to go and pull my hand coming off of the turf. I'm here, heavy, boom, step right back out. Make sense? All right, come on.
Most your hands on that finger. Go!
Touch. Good.
5.23, delayed start. Hit!
There you go.
5.27. Hit! 4.92.
2.11.
Hit! 477. What you get?
461.
477. Hit!
Yep. Bounce, bounce. Up.
Finish. 492. Does that feel better? Whichever one feels better, get out of the gate with it. Look, if we going with that one and we coming out of it, turn. I don't want to hop and then go. Plant, get in a good position. Go ahead. If I'm here, go. You feel what I'm saying? Get ready to get up out of it.
Come on, Marco.
Hey! There he is. 487. Hit! If you fall, finish through. Don't stop. Get back up. We ain't always gonna be perfect when we playing. Come on now. Stick that shit, get low. Center of gravity. He was perfect on that first turn. That was the most perfect you had on that first turn. Second turn is usually always good. Hey! Come on. 455. Hey! Come on, get it. Bounce, get it.
There you go.
472. Get out of there. 502. You rounded it. Go. Get to it.
Yeah.
4-8. 4-8. Good shit.
So when you bending down, like you're coming up tall and you like dropping your head.
Make sure we keep practicing all of these movements. Like y'all got better on each one. Y'all got better with each one. Make sure we're practicing every time. So now everything that we do that leads up to this, it'll go back to this assessment again, all right? So this testing phase, the shit we gonna practice is the shit that we just saw y'all do wrong, all right? We're gonna try to strengthen that, and then we're gonna get better next time. But remember what you did wrong. Take mental notes. Next time we come out here, we'll have our sheets. When we go to phase 4, before y'all leave and go to college, we'll test you again. They'll probably test you again, but we gotta sure up some things. If you wanna practice at home, practice at home. Watch videos, whatever you need to do, and let's go from there, all right?
More importantly, use this as an opportunity to set more goals for yourself. So like from the numbers that you got today, put that as a small sub goal that you have set to the overall riding picture, right? So if I didn't get as high enough as I needed to on the vertical jump, or I didn't get the time that I wanted in the 5.10.5, make that the standard that you're going to achieve next time once we go into the next phase of testing, So know that the next time that we come in, I gotta get faster. I'm improving on those times, and like Marie said, have those mental notes sitting in the back of your head, so when you come back on the floor, and whether you're training with him or you're training with me, right, we're constantly thinking about those things. All right, I need to keep my arms tighter. I need to be able to accelerate out of my feet faster. I need to stay lower towards the floor. Keep those small mental notes in your head, so that way you continue to practice that as you continue to keep training out in the turf with us. Cool? All right.
Let's grind. M6 on 3. 1, 2, 3. M6.
We do an outro? Is that outro?
Good shit. Yeah. Man, intense. It was a beautiful time. It was beautiful. We got a lot of competition. They did good in their testing. You can tell that they're young because they've never done these things before, and you can tell they got better in each trial period. So what we want to do is keep on reiterating some of these movements, and we want to look and assess, and we want to go back and check out some of the video and talk about some of the limitations in which they had and where we can improve. But we've seen a lot of growth, like especially from the Staiku onto the change of direction into the power, because a lot of these guys, when they first came, they didn't understand any of the power dynamics or any of these testing techniques. So we are definitely seeing improvement. So that means we are actually doing our job, but we got a lot more to go in a limited amount of time. So we want to keep on going.
I think just to cap it off, like Maurice said, we're blessed to be able to work with athletes like these who are just so hungry and thirsty to be able to seek improvement and development, especially with them going to take the next step forward to competition and being able to play at that kind of level. It's something truly inspiring for us as performance coaches. But like he said, as much as they have so much more room to improve, that gives us the opportunity to be able to take a look back and being able to see what we can improve on in terms of being able to switch the dynamic of our programming. And so as much as they're growing, we're growing with them. So I think, for us, it's amazing for us to be able to continue to rise up with these kinds of athletes as they continue to get better and they continue to get more powerful, but also being able to continue to learn with them throughout that process. So and being able to be a part of that is truly something just immaculate. It's amazing.
It's amazing, especially athlete to athlete, because every athlete's different. So they all move different. They all got their own weaknesses and their own strengths. And it's just amazing to work with athletes. We're former athletes, so I love it, and we actually care about these guys, so we want to make sure that they improve. And I think that's the biggest thing about us. We're passionate about what we do, and we want to continue to get better. And we admit our faults. We're not great. We're not 100%. We're not perfect. Nobody is. So we want to keep getting better in our processes. So every time we do this, we get better and better and better. So if you got any athletes or anybody who wants to come out to MPower6 M6 Performance, we got quite a few performance trainers, and we're trying to continue to elevate and bring great performance training to Louisville, Kentucky. So we're looking forward to the expansion that we got coming soon. And we're just looking forward to getting more top-tier athletes in here. So get them out here, hit us up, Instagram, Facebook. You know our number. You can look us up on Google. Follow Brendan, follow Maurice Rudia, Tristan Hicks, M6 Hicks. Follow us all on Instagram, and come check us out.